What's up, guys? It's Mitchell Berry with the Berry Team. We're going to go over our monthly market update, but this time instead of a monthly market update, we're going to look at all of 2022, wrap up the year, look at some numbers, some statistics, and see what that means for us. We're going to include some graphs. Some of these numbers may look a little scary at first, but take a deep breath. It looks like a lot of these numbers are trends that happen every single year that you'll see, so we notice them every single year. There's one number, though, that is very different compared to past years that we'll dig into and see what that means for us moving forward, especially if you're looking to buy or sell in 2023. And as always, if you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to us. So first of all, we'll look at closed sales, meaning how many homes actually sold in each of these months. Now, this is for our entire MLS, so the system that realtors use. So this covers a pretty broad area in southern Indiana mainly. So in August, we had 3,852 homes sold. That was the peak of the year, and we started to decline from there. So it started to tick down through September, October, November, and December. And in December, we ended with 2,563 homes that actually sold. So that's about a 1,300 difference between homes between August and December. Now you'll see on the graph, though, around December, January, every single year, you see us declining in homes sold, and then we pick back up as we go throughout the rest of the year. Sales price. So June was the top there. The median was $210,000. We saw it go down through September. October, we saw another little bump. So September we were at about $196,000, and then in October we saw that go back up to $199,900, so right at the $200,000 price point, which is very average for this area. And then it continued to decline through December to $183,250. Again, this along with every single other number that we're talking about basically today, we see that every single year. So look at the graphs, look at December, January, you see it hit a low point, then pop back up, hit another low point, pop back up. So it's definitely something to watch as inflation goes up, as interest rates go up. Salaries are not catching up with that for a lot of people in the workforce. So it's something we need to monitor, but at the same time, it's not crazy different than past years. Now, days on market. So this is how long a home sits on the market before it actually sells. We've seen that increase. So in May, we were 4 days on market, and by December, we were at 14 days on market. Now, that is still a ridiculously fast time to sell homes. It's still a very strong seller's market, even at 14 days on market, but it is headed that direction. So I'll be interested to see as spring comes, we have more people start looking, how that's going to happen, if those days on market are going to go up or down. It's also largely dependent on how many homes we have for sale. So over the past few years, we've had this extreme shortage of homes, this inventory problem. And if we have fewer homes to sell, then the people who are looking, who need to find a place, end up fighting over a home. That pushes values up, pushes days on market down, pure supply and demand, and we've seen it for the past few years to where that's been the case. Now, the one number that I want to point out that's very, very different is going to be how many new listings we have hitting the market. So we saw in December that number got down to 1,774. Now, again, we see the trends every single year where it goes up and down, and it's pretty stable. You know, that's going to be a month that's lower in new listings a lot of times, but I went all the way back to January of 2009, and this is the lowest point that we've had in new listings. Now, what does that mean for you? That means that there is very, very little inventory out there to choose from. So we've seen a decline in buyers as well with interest rates going up. Some buyers got priced out of the market. So if you could buy a home for $200,000, your pre-approval now went down to $150,000 because it costs twice as much to borrow that money. So when we had interest rates at 3% and now interest rates, are hovering around 6%, that makes the cost of money more expensive to borrow, which reduces your ability to buy at a certain level. So now when we see listings go down, though, it's gonna be our listings going down further than the amount of buyers, or the number of buyers going down further than the number of listings. Now, I'd say listings are probably decreasing more because, as we've seen over these past few weeks, now that we're in January, our buyers are out looking for homes, and because there are so few homes to pick from, we have started to see instances where we've had multiple offers, it's going over list price, etc. But buyers have also become more picky because they're paying more for that money. So if a listing is overpriced or is not marketed well, or is it is not in good condition, what we've seen is those homes will still sit. So it's a very interesting market, definitely for both sides. It's more important now than ever, more important in the last few years, to price your home correctly, make sure it's in good condition, make sure it is marketed well, and you have someone who knows how to negotiate that for you. And for buyers, it's important to be able to get connected with a good loan officer to get a good interest rate that's going to maximize the ability for you to purchase a home where you want to, as well as be informed about if you're going into these situations, you may run into multiple offers once again, like we've seen over the past couple years. So the market is definitely shifting. We've seen that, especially with inventory being very, very, very low and interest rates going up. But we'll have to monitor it over the next few months. As always, if you guys have any questions or you're wondering, is this the right time for me to buy or sell, feel free to give us a shout. You can give us a call or shoot us a text, 812-315-3850. We're always happy to help any way we can. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you soon.